Good morning, Bijan. Don't know what happened to that first video that I did. For some reason, it didn't get out. It's corrupted or something. I don't know what happened. But here's a fresh one, chasetow.com. There's the website. This is called a self-anchored site, so it just means my menu just takes me to the part of the one page that it is. It's a one-pager. This helps reduce cost and doesn't require a ton of content, right, from the owners. Because a lot of times new people, new businesses don't have it. They don't got a ton of pictures, a lot of reviews and all that yet, right? But I do want to tell you, like the number's not hot. For me to connect to you, I have to fill this out, right? You're probably getting some because the record servers are good demand. This I would have put as my service area, DFW, and it would have showed Dallas Fort Worth on this map. Would have been more, I think, intuitive. The Google Maps does help it ping and rank. All these links here is going to be Wix. They're going to advertise themselves. You can see I've already done it. But if you don't fix those, if you don't have those accounts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn for the business, that's fine. But I recommend making those. But then here you go. You need content. Well, what content do I put in those? Exactly the same content that's on the website. The website's got to be the anchor and everything else ancillary. Now, LinkedIn, Facebook, especially Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those for a tow company would be great. And you can play off the name Chase because Chase is the name of a little dog that's on a super popular cartoon that also makes it difficult for your searching. Because like if you just did the basic search, it'll show you. One of the things about domains, I thought about what would be high keywords and ranking. See, this domain name would be worth $2,000 after you buy it because the word tow truck is widely used. So see that? I don't know that anybody's going to think of Chase Towing unless you were already, well indexing and well known in the community, or someone just already knew your name to do it. But if I type in tow truck, anything else that's close to that should pop up, right? So sometimes strategic domain buying and its ancillaries, .net, .org, because your Chase Towing, you're not going to get it. That company in Minnesota has had it a long time. They've also got the .net, .org. So there's no other traffic of theirs that you could redirect your way. And in fact, you technically can't do that. And then, so how do we do Chase Tow? Well, there's not a lot to Chase Tow. It does get cross traffic with Minnesota because it's so well indexed and the cartoon. So I think Chase Tow Truck is good. The actual keywords itself here are these three words, and it's less than 15 characters. The total URL is about 17. 15 or less is the preferential today. No hyphens, no characters, just straight. So then it makes it difficult to find one. But this one's $1 a day. Your first year is going to be 12 bucks. I would buy that. And those are the first investments I'd make as a business is small domain acquisitions, redirect them to mine because it's in my wheelhouse of name, right? Look at tow trucks, 30 grand. Chase Tow Truck Club, 99 cents. Not too bad to buy the one that says club or Chase Tow Truck Biz, right? I would for sure do see how the .net, .org, you know, all those are available. Typically, when we buy a strong domain name, we'll at least get the .net, .orgs to pick up those other traffic. You can't even get that on Chase Towing. So something to think about there. Sites are pretty on Wix, but because it's Wix, they don't really get the preferential treatment with ranking and indexing. This here was the first time I looked, and you can see what's the date. That was Saturday. So see, I did all this Saturday. That was like in the afternoon. Reviewed all that stuff. So wanted to see what was pulling up when you do the Google business searching type. You put the first and second name or even third name separated by a space to see what Google will draw in. Typically we'll show the Google business page, but it doesn't exist, right? Here's Google test page speed insights. This is Google. You can see it's basically for developers. This is very critical of a website in reviewing it. I've never really seen anybody get 100, just a small handful. But you for sure want to be 75 or above. At 16, you're not. People aren't. it's not pulling up fast enough, right? The pictures on that site are not encrypted. Here's 3.6 seconds. That sounds fast. In old days, 3G, that's super fast, but this is 4G/5G now in some areas of Dallas. So it's considered slow by Google standards. But you see this enormous network payloads. You have nothing to this site in the way of content. It's a one-page site without like all kinds of links and stuff. There's like nothing on it. So why is it so overloaded? Well, the coding that it's taking to load these pictures is enormous. Incalculable the number of clicks you're losing just because they can't even get to the site to pull up. It's just spinning, so you know what's going to happen. Now that's on the consumer end. When we get on to the retail end or the business to business end, you know, they're probably just going to grab your card and call the number because somebody's doing marketing, dropping off cards. That's why I recommend the body shop groups, automotive service groups, right? Dealership groups, anything that you can jump into with your Facebook page and those groups and make yourself present. It'll start ranking your site because Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those are high-ranking domains. Right now, though, Wix is advertising themselves on your website because no one's done anything. These are not bad scores. Everything down on the rest of this page were green. Most of the time they are, but this is the biggest one. Minify the JavaScript. What this is telling you, the pictures are too big. 9.3 seconds to load the site. And this is GTmetrix. A lot of people use that. You can see your site's 2 megabytes big, and it's a one-page site. So those photos are off the chain. My average site's between 60 megabytes and 120, and those are complex websites. You're sitting at 2.2. I'm usually at 1.2 at the high end, right? So that's just something to think about. We can solve that working on the one you have there. You can keep the hosting there. There is some tools and some builder things that we can do in Wix and try to make it as slick as possible. But there's the searching, chase towing, no Google My Business page, super relative. That's another high-ranking domain. You need to get that set up. I have a dashboard for Google My Business where I add other people's accounts and you know, I have the access. You become the primary owner. I'm considered an admin owner. That way I can maintain, we can do specials, we can do all kinds of posts which will help it rank. I need admin access to a Facebook page. We can create it. I'll add you, and you know, we got to start leveraging across, you know, same logo, same look, same color, same style, which is one thing I was going to tell you. I don't know why it's that way, but you know, it just could be because, you know, that's why you bought them. Like that Chase right there is one font and one color, and then the other truck is something else, right? So, you know, you might want to get that synonymous. And that's okay. Leave the trucks like they are. What I'm talking about is we need to make this what the brand is, right? So anyway, there you have it, man. You know, for the small little fee, we can get all that done. Your domain names, you know, you keep them, you pay for them. In your account with GoDaddy, I work with GoDaddy. We do quite a few things. Click to call, click to book, you know, need rescue, click here. It needs to be right hand. See, look, I'll show you on mobile. This is iPhone 6, 7, and 8. So, you know, it looks exactly the same as your main website, but there is no place except for a form for me to fill out and submit. You're probably getting those, but I would imagine tow trucks by the hour, by day, you know, they need to be pretty occupied, right? You need to have stuff stacked on it. So that would be the strategy. Anyway, looking forward to helping you. The other fee is us building a brand new website that would have all this optimization, payment capability, all those things. Any plugins, add-ons, widgets are always extra, but that's just to pay for like $50 for your license to have that on your website, and then it's registered to you. Everything that we do in the way of pictures, anything that we start gathering on reviews like Google My Business on Facebook, we'll start compiling into the site as well, which is, we know, super important. Hey man, I'm not speaking of anything I know that you don't know from running dealerships in your life, but you know, this is what I was trying to do for MEI, but you know, got caught up in operations and all that. So anyway, think the world of you. Anything I can do to help this business get off the ground, we know how to do it. Let's talk about getting together, sitting down, having some coffee or something, and next steps. Okay, thanks.